Hello, my name's Andrew Brooks, and a ho 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 and a Merry Christmas to everyone. Yes, it's a little bit early, I know, but this time we're going to be looking at a Beatles Christmas.
Gary Crimble to you, Gary Mimble to you, Gary Babel, dear Christmas, happy birthday, me too. This is
Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Really pleased you've come to see this video. It's something a little bit different from what I've usually been doing. If you like it, please give us thumbs up, and at the end there'll be a subscribe button, or might even be one underneath the screen that you're looking at this moment. So I would really love it if you could subscribe to this channel. You'll get all the new videos as soon as they're released. As I said, we're going to be looking at a Beatles Christmas. Now, I'm not going to be looking at all the singles that were released to be a Christmas number one. These are specific Christmas songs or Christmas releases. So there's quite a few of them to go through. So we'll start off right back in 1963 with one of the fan club flexi discs. Unfortunately, mine is a little bit tatty and a little bit written on. Basically, these were given to or sent out to fan club members of the Beatles fan club every year from 1963 until the band split. And all they are, well, they started off as kind of like just wishing everyone Merry Christmas, thanks for all the cards and letters, and a little bit of a synopsis of what they've been doing over the year. As you can see, this one is a gatefold sleeve. There it is, opening up like that. So you've got that picture on the front, and that's the inner bit. So here we have the flexi. As you can see, they are very flexible. They do play. I have played this, not very often because I've since got it on LP and other versions as well. So, but that's an original 1963. Here's the inside sleeve, and on the back they've got some pictures of fan club secretaries and meeting the Queen Mum at the Royal Variety Show, or the Command Performance I should say. So I'll just slip that one back in there like that. So that's the first one, 1963. And as I said, every year from 1963 they issued a fan club flexi disc at Christmas time. So this is 64, and although it's not a gatefold sleeve, as you can see, lots of writing on the back, very nice condition this one. But if you open it up and pull it out, not only do you get a fan club a flexi disc, which is this one here, you can see that, but you also get a kind of like a newsletter in the style of a Christmas card. So that's rather cool, isn't it? And then that opens up, and a little synopsis again of what's been going on in written form. As I said, this is the second of the Christmas flexi discs that the fan club sent out. So moving on now to 1965. Now they start getting a little bit more wacky. They're obviously getting bored just doing the same old Merry Christmas messages, and they're actually doing a few little skits and sketches, which is quite funny. Do a few funny little Christmas songs, and so that's the third Christmas record from 1965. Okay, moving on to 1966. So as you can see, a little bit more sort of psychedelic, and they've actually labelled this one Pantomime. And if you look on the reverse, it's actually got a little bit of a track list in there, and it's got things like it's a song, Everywhere It's Christmas, O Rowana, A Rare Cheese, which is a little sketch, The Feast or Loyal Toast, Podgy and the Bear and Jasper, Podgy the Bear and Jasper, Felpin Mansions Part 1 and Part 2, and then there's a song, Please Don't Bring Your Banjo Back. Mal Evans sings Everywhere It's Christmas, and then there's a reprise of Everywhere It's Christmas. So as you can see, that one, Pantomime, Everywhere It's Christmas, 1966. There we are. So moving on now to 1967, and as you can see, it's again a slightly different cover. And on the back, apart from the little logo, there's absolutely no photos of the Beatles at all. On the back it says the Beatles' fifth Christmas record, Christmastime, It's Here Again, and we'll come on to that song later, featuring the original Beatles and special guest appearance by the feet and voice of Victor Spinetti from the movies, and Mal Evans. And then there's a little bit about the sleeve design by Julian Lennon, John Lennon and Ringo Starr. So this is the record, and as you can see, this one is really flexy, really flimsy. Sometimes you had to stick like a penny or a tuppenny piece on it just to make it revolve round so the record could play properly. So that's that one there. And now we're moving on to 1968, and this one is Christmas 1968, the sixth Christmas record. Quite a psychedelic cover, it's quite a groovy cover that. It just says recorded in November 68 at the lush London homes of Beatle John and Beatle Paul, and in the back of Beatle Ringo's diesel-powered removal van somewhere in Surrey. The voice of Beatle George is heard because yours faithfully, the GPO, did something right and joined up 6,000 miles of telephone links at the appropriate moment. Additional materials recorded earlier in the elegant Esher home of Beatle George during the rehearsals for the Beatles album set, the White Album. So this one is sort of like the first of the ones where they're not in the studio together doing it, and they've just sort of phoned in their different little segments. As you can see, there is writing on the disc. It's not very clear. And you found this, that as the years went on, certainly the last two of the flexi discs were very disjointed and not together really. And then this is the last one, the flexis from 1969. It just says from Ascot in Berkshire, from Weybridge in Surrey, from St John's Wood in the borough of Marylebone, and from Apple in the West End. John, Ringo, Paul and George send you these tapes of love and greetings, soldered into a collective disc by the iron wrist of Maurice Cole. Now, Maurice Cole was a DJ called Kenny Everett, and obviously he was a good friend of theirs, and he was a wacky DJ, and I used to love his shows. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. The Beatles wish you all a happy Christmas, and may the 70s give peace a chance. And the cover was designed by Ringo and Zach Starkey. So that's that. This is the end of the 60s, as you can see, and this is the final one of the fan club flexi discs, the seventh Christmas record. So what happened in 1970? The band were technically still together because of Let It Be. However, there was no intention of doing another flexi disc. So the fan club, what they did, and the Beatles, they issued all of the flexi discs on an LP. And as you can see, the LP cover is exactly the same as the original cover there. So that's the front of it, and on the reverse, you probably see it in the frame behind me as well, it shows you black and white pictures of all of the releases. So this is a UK copy, and I shall remove it, and yes, it's on Apple. Fabulous. There we go. So on one side you've got the Christmas recordings from 63 all the way through to 66. Unfortunately, the B side of my label was torn a little bit, as you can see that, and then the last three are on this side here, and it's quite a weighty record as well. So that was issued free to the fan club members in 1970. They presumed, I guess, that people would have worn out certainly their early ones or even lost them. So that's a real nice present. Imagine getting that in the post just before Christmas. So that's fabulous. And the Americans didn't miss out. They had all of the flexi discs issued on an American album. Now this one I know is a counterfeit. Before you're all screaming at me, I've done the checks about. You have to check down here somewhere if you can read a theatre name and all this sort of thing. But yeah, this is a counterfeit, a fake copy, and it's still sealed. I have no intention of opening it because I already have all the recordings anyway. And on the back, as you can see, Beatles Christmas album. So that's the nearest the Beatles ever actually got to issuing a Christmas record per se until a bit later on. So moving on, not strictly Beatles, however, Phil Spector's Christmas album. It was bought up, the rights, well, not bought up, but it was issued on Apple. It had been previously issued on other record labels, and then Apple put it out in, I guess, about 72, I think it was. And there we are. So it's on a very nice Apple label on that side and that side, and it's the Phil Spector Christmas album, and this is the record that we play every year when we're putting up the Christmas tree. It just brings out Christmas to us, you know, and it's got, like, you know, Darlene Love on it, and the Ronettes, and Bobby B Socks and the Blue Jeans, the Crystals, and they're all doing Christmas songs. White Christmas, Frosty the Snowman. If you haven't got this, get it. You can pick it up quite cheap, probably about £5 if you're in the UK, maybe a little bit more for a really nice condition one. But it is great. It's a fabulous Christmas record. Moving on now to solo Beatles, and they did actually record a few Christmas songs. So first up we have John Lennon. I've just got this one out just to show you. It came in an Apple sleeve as well, but and that's a black vinyl one. But this one, as you can see here, is on green vinyl. So it's got a Happy Christmas, War Is Over on the A side, and Listen, the Snow Is Falling by Yoko on the B side. And it was issued in 1970. Let me look on here. 1971. There we are. So that's the green vinyl version, and it came in a very nice picture sleeve with the Harlem Community Choir. And that's the back of it there. And as I say, it was issued on regular black vinyl as well. I wasn't sure whether to include this next one because technically not quite a Christmas song. It's more of a New Year song, but it's George's Ding Dong Ding Dong, which was issued in 74. Yeah, 74. So this is the American copy. I do believe there are English sleeves, picture sleeves like this, but I don't have it. This is the American copy, and on the B side, it's got the track Harry's on Tour Express. However, on the UK version, which is this copy here, as you see, is solid centre. It's got Ding Dong Ding Dong, but on the B side, it's got an unreleased, well, non-album track anyway, as it is released here, but non-album track of I Don't Care Anymore, which is a nice, fun little tune. So different B-side on the different sides of the Atlantic. Same A-side though, Ding Dong by George. And as I say, that's more of a New Year's Eve song, ring out the old, ring in the new, etc., etc. Jumping forward now to 1979, and I'm sure everyone has heard this this song by Paul, and it's Wonderful Christmas Time. And on the B-side we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reggae, which is a reggae version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is the British version, the single here on Parlophone, and I have to say, I like it. I like Wonderful Christmas. I know people hate it, but for me, I really enjoy it. It's one of my favourite Christmas songs. Now, skipping forward to 1995, Free as a Bird. What do you say? You said you wasn't going to be doing just songs that were released at Christmas time. Well, actually, it's got on the B-side, Christmas Time Is Here Again, which was one of the tracks from one of the flexi discs where they just had a small little snippet of it. But on this version, they have a full rendition of it, and it's on the B-side of Free as a Bird. Now, as you can see, this is an American copy. Unusual to have a small hole on an American copy, but you've got a very nice apple. Let me show you what we had in the UK for exactly the same release. We had a horrible plastic injected moulded label, on Apple, admittedly, but I think I would much prefer the paper label like our American cousins received in 1994. So we now move on to Ringo's Christmas efforts, and they come in the form of CDs. It's the same album, but I think they were issued in different years. I've got a feeling this one came first. Ringo Starr, I Want to Be Santa Claus. And then it got later reissued as the Christmas Collection, the Best of Ringo Starr, the Christmas Collection. And as you can see, nice Christmas snowflake in there. Ringo as Santa. And I haven't got this on vinyl. I'm not even sure if it was released on vinyl, to be fair. And the booklet folds out into this song sheet, so you can sing along. And it's just got Christmas songs on it. Come On Christmas, Come On, Winter Wonderland, Want to Be Santa Claus, Little Drummer Boy, etc., etc. Blue Christmas. So for all you Ringo fans and all you fans of Christmas, that's another goodie I can heartily recommend. Christmas songs seem to suit Ringo's voice, I think. So, as I say, both the same album, just different issues of it. And then moving on to another Paul McCartney Christmas song. How many of you knew that there was another Paul McCartney Christmas song other than Wonderful Christmas Time? So this one is issued in 2012, and it's Paul McCartney Christmas Kisses, and it's the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, and Wonderful Christmas Time. A different version recorded by Paul at home in Peasmarsh, and it's on a lovely, lovely red vinyl with a nice Christmas snowflake on it, and then a label on the B-side for both the others. I also believe this came in green. I have the red copy here, but there is a green vinyl one out there. I believe this is probably recorded about the same time as the Kisses on the Bottom stuff, where he was recording all the old classics, so the Christmas song is an old classic. Moving on. Okay, and our last entry for Beatles Christmas. If you didn't get all the fan club flexis all those years ago, you wasn't in the fan club, you wasn't even alive. In 2017, they issued this fantastic box set, limited edition, 7-inch singles on coloured vinyl, and it is every single flexi disc on normal vinyl, and they are different colours, as you can see from the bottom there. This is still sealed, as I said. I've got no need to open it. I have all the tracks on a CD as well. But it says here, this set contains the 7 Christmas messages released exclusively on FlexDisc by the Beatles fan club between 63 and 69. They've been remastered and pressed on 7-inch colour vinyl for the first time, and each single is a replica of the original design. A booklet inside the box includes the fan club Christmas newsletters and notes on the disc's contents. So that's really nice, and I'm sorely tempted to open it just to play the discs, but I'm going to resist. So that's the Beatles at Christmas. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, give us thumbs up, ask me any questions, or if you've got comments, always happy to answer questions and comments. Keep safe, and hope you have a fabulous Christmas time, or as best you can in these times, and a very merry new year. And I'll probably be seeing you maybe just a little bit before Christmas. But take care. Thank you for watching.